There's a good chance that you're like most people, and we call it average. It's the average person. Now, if you're fine with being average, that's on you. Do your thing. I'm personally not, and I'm assuming if you click this video, you're probably not okay with being average and you want to excel. So, first off, let me say that being average is one of the worst places you can be at. It's you're the best of the worst, and you're the worst of the best. You're right in that middle ground. So, you're kind of just existing almost. People don't really notice you. You notice the people who are at the worst. You notice the people who are doing their best, but you don't notice the person in the middle. You're kind of literally just existing. Nobody knows you. You're just the average guy, the average woman. You're right in the middle of just existence. You're most likely given the world your B or C game, probably the C game. And that's because you were never taught how to give your A game. You were never taught how to excel. Whenever you were in school, you just did all your work. Maybe your parents pushed you and you were like a straight A student, but after school, you kind of just fell off. You kind of lost concentration. You don't concentrate as hard because they don't teach you how to concentrate. And then we're flooded with social media now. People on TikTok just scrolling short form videos. Their mind can't concentrate on one video. You got shorts on YouTube now, Instagram Reels, and then you got just social media in general, scrolling on Instagram until you find something you like. But nobody really watches long form content, and movies are kind of dying off too. People don't practice concentration. People don't, whenever they're doing a task, they can't focus on it for a long period of time. It's not something that people practice nowadays, and it's a great practice to get into. Meditation is a great way to do it if you are willing to do that. And people who do excel are people who meditate. Not all of them do, obviously, but it's a great way to train your concentration, and it helps you be able to fully dive into whatever you're trying to do. I've been meditating for a while now. It's helped me a lot with this. It helps me clear my mind, and I can talk to the camera easier. It's like I'm in a flow state, so it helps me a lot. And it helps with other tasks as well. Like I want to write, I wrote an ebook recently for my clients for my personal training. So I give them the ebook whenever they sign up with me. If you want, there's a link in the description for a sales call. But with that ebook, whenever I was writing it, I was able to concentrate for long periods of time and actually put focus into it. Whereas most people can't do that these days. I remember whenever I was in school writing essays, I wasn't as good at concentrating back then as I was now because I wasn't meditating yet. But I was better than the majority of people. I could finish my essay in like 2 hours. I'd be up in there just writing my essay, typing away. And then there'd be people who they'd write like a sentence, get on their phone, scroll for a little bit, click back, maybe work for like 30 minutes, scroll for a little bit, talk to somebody. They just lose their whole concentration. It's like hard to get back into that flow. So practicing concentration will help you get on your A game. And being thorough with what you're doing as well. Whenever you can thoroughly do what you're doing, just solely focus on that and give it your best. Like sure, you can concentrate and just do it, pump it out. But if you're not giving your best, you're just kind of trying to get it done. Whatever your task, maybe it's work task, maybe it's going to the gym and working out, maybe you don't work out as hard as you could, but you're still getting the workout done. Whenever you thoroughly do something, that's whenever you're giving it your best. That's when you're giving it your A game. So concentration and thoroughness are the two main things that give your A game. And they're both skills you can develop over time, and you just slowly get better at them. And another thing is to develop a plan. If you don't have a plan, how are you going to get better? You can imagine what you do right now, whatever your passions, whatever your goals, whatever you're working towards. You probably don't have a plan set. You're probably just in the back of your head like, yeah, I'm working towards it. I'm going for it. Maybe you actually are, but you're probably doing the same things on repeat. Whether you see results or not, you're probably still just doing it. So actually take the time to sit there and be like, okay, this is my goal. This is what I need to do. So once you have your goal set up, picked out, whatever it is, once you have your goal, you set up a plan of steps to do in order to get better. There's a thing called the 80-20 rule, and it's basically 20% of the things that you do contribute to 80% of the results towards your goal. So for me, for example, we'll use YouTube. Whenever I was first starting, I was trying to make my own thumbnails, and I was making, they weren't the greatest thumbnails, right? But I realized that I should focus more on the videos than the thumbnails, because I found that videos that I posted that I didn't make a thumbnail for were doing just as good as those videos I made thumbnails for. So now you might have noticed that I only use thumbnails with just a picture of me. It's just super easy thumbnail. And I put more time into scripting videos, making more videos. That's what I put all my time into, because I found the more I post, the more subscribers I get, the more views I get, and just certain videos will do better than others. So it's like, okay, I should stop worrying about making thumbnails and all this other stuff, and just focus more on making better content, being better at speaking, and then putting out more videos. That's my 20%. So whatever your goal is, figure out the 20% that's going to get you the most. Maybe you own a business and you're trying to scale up the sales. So figure out what you're doing that's giving you the most sales, and then figure out the fluff. Cut out the fluff, and then focus more on the 20% and figure out how you can do the 20% better, and that'll give you more sales. So whatever your goal is, figure out the 20% and focus on that. And I was watching a movie recently. And there was a great end scene. It was really inspirational, actually, and I'll probably play the clip.
So what would you say the biggest deception was? What was the biggest lie you were told?
It's not that simple.
Why not?
No, that's the biggest lie I was ever told. It's not that simple. And it's a lie they tell you over and over again.
What's not simple?
Any of it. All of it. It's how they get you to give up. They say it's not that simple, Vinny.
So what's the truth?
That it is. That if you just do the thing that they tell you you can't, then it's done. And you realize it is that simple. That it always was.
But don't listen to people who tell you it's not that simple, because it really is that simple. Whatever your goal is, just work towards it. That's all there is. It might be hard in the moment, but after looking back, you're like, damn, that really wasn't that bad. All I had to do was put in the work. It's that simple. Put in the work. That's all you gotta do. Be willing to work towards what your goal is. Don't just have the goal in the back of your head and not do anything about it. Actually put in the work, give it your A game, concentrate, be thorough on it, and you're gonna improve, you're gonna start growing in that area of your life, and you're gonna eventually achieve your goal. So keep that in mind as well, because you don't have to give the world your C game. You're better than that. That's not you. That's really just not you. You can give your A game. You are better than what you're giving. I read in a book recently about this guy. I forget the guy's name, but he was talking about, he was a big gym guy, and he was saying how his whole life he thought he was giving the gym 80% of his effort, but in reality he was giving it 20%. He said we can go so much further than we think we can. And I'm the same way. I thought I was going like 100% in the gym. And I read that and I was like, damn, I probably could go way fucking harder. I could go so much harder in the gym. I'm probably barely even giving 30%. I could go in there and just really just kill myself. Focus more, stop talking to people as much, and just have a way better workout. So I saw that, and I can go to anything. Whatever your goal is, you're probably not giving it nearly as much effort as you think you are. You can probably try so much harder towards it, work so much harder towards it, and you're just like fooling yourself into thinking that you're trying hard. Whenever in reality, you could go so much harder and just immediately do better and explode in growth, whatever the goal is. So it's day one, time to go all in. Find out your goal, find out the stuff to do it, and go achieve that shit. Still a video. If you're just thinking of content, please subscribe. I make self-improvement videos, mental health, physical health, stuff like that. So if you're interested, please subscribe. Besides that, if you got any goals, go out and make that shit happen. See you boys in the next one.